Listen, never in human history have we been more connected and more alone. And it's devices like these that are leading to...
Can't resist, they have to be using
Instagram is promoting eating disorders.
All screen activities are linked to less happiness.
So when I hear all that, when I see more and more studies come out on how harmful this can be to my health, why is my screen time still this? I love the internet. I love the comedy we have, the innovation, the marvel of it all. But as I grew up online, I also experienced this. That first shooting. That gut-wrenching moment that leaves me shaking even now. And yet, we still keep scrolling. We all seem to go back to it. The amount of smartphone users, screen time, watch hours, they're all just going up. Everything we are seeing is having drastic changes. Anxiety, depression, reading levels. I'll be getting to that. Why I'm creating this video is to better understand why we can't put this down, and why by the end of this video, you're gonna be pretty upset at what's being done to us, what has already happened, and how we have to change our standard of living if we ever want to escape this. You're not addicted to your phone, you're being used. To understand why we can't put our phones down, I traveled to the city that's perfected the art of addiction. Because what happens in Vegas stays in. No. What you are seeing right here is what we're dealing with every day. But when we talk about our phones, we talk about
texting someone all day long.
Texting friend edition.
100 times? More. 200 times? More.
What we're missing is how those messages to friends can turn into an hour of scrolling. How it's not just about connecting. It's about keeping us on there, keeping our attention, being as addictive as this. If you're unfamiliar, this is the Skinner box. Here you can see every time a button was pecked, food would be dispensed. That was for group 1. For group 2, the food would come out at random, no matter how many times they pecked. The results, they're terrifying. We see the drastic changes that happen when you make rewards unpredictable. How group 2 kept reaching to go for another round, another try, another attempt to opening up that phone. Opening up that first skit that really made you laugh. That first message that left you smiling, hoping to feel that same rush again. And this is how these apps were designed, an inconsistent reward system. They steal our attention at any cost, to keep us pecking, to keep us scrolling, to take one more minute of your life so they can make fortunes off this designed addiction. Listen, if no one steps in, if no one puts up guardrails, we're not just building a world full of addicted adults. It's what we're handing over to children. Kids that know how to use a touchscreen before they can even spell their names. This device, it's reshaping who we are. 20 years ago, students got this amount of sleep. They spent 3.5 hours a day with friends. And the amount of books they read in their free time looked like this. Now, all of that is collapsing. Why? We tried an experiment.
What time do you think it is?
Lunchtime.
Not lunchtime. iPad time.
We had decided to adopt iPad technology.
We need to live in the world I live in. Using outdated materials such as textbooks. Textbooks are very expensive. There's a company that has a genius for it.
They're phenomenally going to change the landscape of education.
It's hard to really understand how many years of your education was robbed if it was during this time. How many children would have had a better education if none of this was introduced. How a habit you were told would help you learn would become the reason you are struggling today. All because textbooks,
they're extremely heavy.
No, all because a company like this wanted to grow.
Largest profits of any public company in history.
While students, all they would see during this time of innovation is the amount of anxiety, depression, the side effects we're seeing when addiction like this is pushed at such a young age.
How many hours are our kids on these screens in the classroom? Why are they getting iPads in kindergarten?
It is scary to see how much they have taken from us, how many lives have been altered from these devices, And it begs the question, what else are we being robbed from? What else are we losing out on? Love. What we as people have been trying to capture since we learned to draw, write, paint, upload a story about love, wish to be in love, and we even made apps for that.
Let's talk about how Hinge is literally the worst dating app.
Tinder is a fucking scam.
Tinder is programmed to keep you on the app as long as possible.
Why are we still on these? If you aren't on these, if you are in love, it's harder than ever before to maintain that happiness. We are so focused on online opinions, viral events, that we're losing sight on the small details of who we love, of who they are, who they aren't, and how you want to be with them even on the most boring of days. Except now you have this. We all have this. Spending more time with your favorite creator, streamer, celebrity than the person we claim to love. And the screen time among all ages is just going up. This device is taking over more than just your love life. It's becoming your everything. I don't know about you, but this isn't a way to live. We need solutions. We need change. We need to recognize how dangerous a simple scroll can truly be. A danger that can go far beyond what we've seen so far. A danger that isn't being talked about enough. That is, you're about to see something horrific. The genocide that happened in 2016 to 2017, and it was caused by this. In 2013, Myanmar had just gotten out of decades of military rule. Technology becomes affordable. People who had never owned a phone suddenly could. The internet arrived overnight. So, what's the problem?
A Facebook-led initiative to connect the world to the internet is now expanding. Internet.org.
Facebook saw countries like Myanmar vital for their business. A company that needed to grow at all costs, no matter what corners they cut, no matter what lives they put at risk. Let me show you. A post like this had over 100 shares, and this translated to us as, I shouldn't have a rainbow in Myanmar. What investigators found was the actual translation, kill all Kalars that you see in Myanmar. None of them should be left alive. This was one of hundreds of similar posts found. Facebook had 20 million users from this country and didn't know the language, a problem they knew they had for years, a problem they didn't see was worth fixing.
The platform didn't neutralize hate, it propelled it.
It is estimated that 43,000 people were killed in the genocide, 700,000 people displaced. I want you to know this wasn't an oversight Facebook had. It was greed. These were the lives they're willing to sacrifice to become the company they're worth today. More and more cases are popping up like this around the world. So, how do we stop this? Because I want you to know this isn't just Myanmar's problem. This is coming for all of us. The same algorithm, the same greed, the same willingness to sacrifice lives for profit. It doesn't stop at Facebook, and it won't stop with just Myanmar. Look, I spent a lot of time on this video, and I'm not great at speaking long lengths, and that's why I hide behind all the edits, but I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for watching this. When I started this video, I had 8 to 9 hours a day on my phone, and it wasn't until getting into it and seeing all the harms that this device can cause us that I really took efforts and made changes in my life to get that down. I'm now at 2 hours a day, which isn't perfect, but it reminds me that we have agency over these problems that we're facing right now. And we've always had problems. This is how society works. You know, we used to have sewage in our water supply. We had doctors prescribing cigarettes to us. We figured those out, and we'll figure this out too. The biggest thing to me is having those conversations, talking about those, and understanding that this isn't normal. What are the flaws of our modern day? I want to create more videos like this, dive deep into topics, and really just question what we accept as normal. If you like this video, please subscribe. I really want to create a space where we create a community where, you know, I'm interviewing people in real life rather than just the screens on the phone that I had. And I look forward to understanding more about myself in this, as well as us as a greater whole. That's really my journey right now, is to make videos that impact people. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.